this country will blow up if something happens to him because he has done nothing but tell the truth and done nothing. You know,
All right,
talk
so
about
quick.
gas.
You only got. Hold that idea.
Well, I'm
We'll do
not
it
going
in
to
just
even
right.
mention it until we
I'm
come
gonna
back.
I'm gonna make a note of it so you come back to it
You've
because I can
trained
see
me,
in your
Joe.
face that you were ready to go. Anyway, Joe Messina, your host. Sonja's your co-host. Come on back. We got a lot more to talk about in the next hour.
If you're I'm going to deal with topics and issues that will make you think, make you mad, and maybe even get you a little embarrassed. So don't go anywhere. The lines are open. You can reach me at 855-REAL-JOE, 855-732-5563.
It's the Joe Messina Show.
Everything works better when you hit the right button. Yes, Joe Messina, your host. Always a pleasure to have you with me. 855-REAL-JOE, 855-732-5563. Look, get involved, get engaged. Truly be part of the solution here. And so let me just blow a little steam off. You know, I heard today that Kamala Harris at the border actually blamed Trump for what took place or what is taking place because there was a bipartisan bill put forward that would have, stopped all of this or would have, helped stop all of this. This is what she's saying. So she's blaming the Republicans and trying to spin that. But the truth of the matter is that the bill that the Dems put forward in the Senate to come through would have done nothing more than created amnesty for the great majority of these people who came over here illegally. And the amount of people they would have allowed to come through on a daily basis before they, quote unquote, shut down the border was 5,000. But it's a lie. Because the way it's all in the verbiage, it's all in the way it's written. So 5,000 come through the ports, properly, then they would shut it down. No. I want you to stop them there at the wall. I want you to stop them there on their side of everything. I want you to put back in place the stay in Mexico policy till we know who you are, till we can really find out who you are. And now the numbers are coming through. Now you're seeing the tens of thousands of murder. Trump was right again. They're not sending us the rocket scientists. They're sending us murderers, rapists, thieves. You've got the numbers now to prove it. All right, she'll calm me down. I know she will. Sonja Smith joins me. That's my co-host. Hi, Sonja.
I can't calm you down. I don't even know if I even sound like a defeatist or like a realist, but the fact of the matter is, I don't know that they're reporting those numbers. Those were incredible numbers, too, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible
yeah.
situation. Do you think that that's their lead on CNN tonight?
Oh,
or MSNBC,
no. No.
So I think that the people who are talking, you are blowing off steam going, I can't believe, but they're not hearing that information. And I believe that half of them that would hear it wouldn't care. But the fact of the matter is you can't believe in anything that you don't hear. And I certainly don't think it's just like that job numbers thing that came out about a couple weeks ago, and they lied so egregiously about that. They don't care. If you don't care, we're dealing with a large portion of the country that is willfully ignorant.
Is it woefully or willfully? Because I think it's willful. They don't want to get involved.
I think it's. I said willfully, but did you say woefully?
Yeah.
I think it's also woefully.
They both work, I guess.
For us.
Oh God.
But it's to our peril that we're being led by a bunch of nincompoops.
Well, I will say one thing, and because I'm talking to a lot more young people about why they're voting the way they're voting and why they like who they like and that kind of stuff. Interestingly enough, some of them are starting to, because it's hitting their wallets now, right?
Absolutely.
They want to buy homes. They want to do this. They want to do that. They want to go on their cruises or their trips or whatever. And it's hitting their wallet now. And now they're starting to see, but wait a minute, Democrats run California. Democrats run this. Democrats did it. Democrats have done it. it's not hard, and I'm not shoving this info down the throats of some of the people I'm dealing with. I just say, did you know that the Democrats are the ones that voted to do A or B
So
or
where'd
C?
you find these smart people? I mean,
Maybe it's the approach. Okay, I can be a real bull in a china shop. You know that. But I've gotten to the point, especially with the younger people, because some of them think they've already got it together and they know what they're talking about. And you just say, hey, have you ever given thought to this? Did you know that same CDC now says that, and it's right there on their website, now says that this didn't work and that didn't work? I didn't know that.
And
No.
I think it's important. I don't care if you're reaching one person, five people, or 50, or the gazillions that you're reaching out on your radio show. Do something, folks, because we're in some pretty stuff now, as they say it in the movie Aliens, only not in that language. But we're down to it. You got to talk to somebody.
Yeah, and you know what?
Politeness.
Don't go into these conversations. I don't care what, because I know I have some Democrats that are listening, but don't go into these conversations looking to teach them a lesson. Just go in there willing to have an open conversation with them, knowing that in a lot of cases you've got the facts that you're working with. They usually don't. They're usually spewing the party line. And just make sure you're well informed. That's all.
I also think don't even concentrate on if you're going to quote unquote win or not. You may not pull them all the way to the side, but sometimes you're just laying seeds, and then eventually, hopefully, prayerfully, somebody or something will come along and water that seed and throw some soil over it, and eventually it will harvest, and it will come to a good harvest. That's my, okay, I'll say I'm still kind of naive about people in the world, but I'm losing it. Trust me, this election is scaring the behoos out of me.
I just say that the bottom line with it is, if this is obviously stolen, if they do the same things they did with the last ones, where these trucks were coming in at 3:00 in the morning and dumping ballots. Now, I'm seeing states clean up the ballot rolls. I don't know if you've been paying attention to that.
I saw that. Yeah.
We haven't seen this in a long time, right?
Right.
So
it's interesting.
I'm
but
hoping.
Desperate people do desperate things, and there's nothing that I've seen more desperate than this leftist party.
We have to go
smelling
for a quick make a money break. We'll be back in a few minutes. You're listening to the Joe Messina Show with Sonja Smith. We'll be right back.
Greece is cheap.
But the airfare costs a fortune.
Paris?
Not much closer, and again, airfare...
What about Puerto Vallarta?
Let's face it, flying anywhere is just too expensive.
Wait, what's this? Low-cost airlines.
With one call to low-cost airlines, you'll drastically slash your travel costs. We're talking insanely low airline prices to any of your favorite destinations. Where would you like to go? London, Rome, Costa Rica, Australia?
Wow, that's cheap.
So why wait? Call now to learn how crazy cheap it is to fly anywhere in the U.S. or international. Our prices are so low, we can't publish them. The only way to get them is to call to instantly hear the most amazing best deals on airline travel. It's that easy. So call now and start packing.
800-215-5141. 800-215-5141. 800-215-5141. That's 800-215-5141.
Omaha Steaks is rewriting the book on burgers with an all-new handmade texture for the juiciest home-style burgers you've ever tasted. Their pure ground burgers are made from single cuts of real aged Omaha steaks. These are truly steaks on a bun. Filet mignon, ribeye, New York strip, sirloin, and even brisket burgers. Now is the time to experience the exclusive Burger Perfection Flight for just $79.99. Go to omahasteaks.com and use promo code TREAT at checkout to get an extra $20 off your order, plus free shipping. You'll get 4 of each pure ground burger, so you can sample all the steak on a bun greatness. These burgers are crafted for a juicier, more tender experience, making your mouth water with every single bite. Don't wait. Go to omahasteaks.com, use promo code TREAT at checkout, and get $20 off the Burger Perfection Flight and discover your new burger obsession. Minimum order may be required.
Have you ever picked up a towel set because it felt really soft in the store, but then when you go to use it, it's not very absorbent? That's why My Pillow has developed the My Pillow towels. Towels that work. The 6-piece towel set includes 2 bath towels, 2 hand towels, and 2 washcloths. And right now you can receive a 6-piece set for only $39.98 with promo code USA. Go to mypillow.com, click on the radio listener special, and enter promo code USA, or call 800-951-8175. That's mypillow.com, promo code USA.
If you're a diabetic, we have great news. You can end the painful finger sticks with a new CGM. Plus, they may be covered by Medicare, Medicaid, or private insurance. If you test and inject daily, you may qualify. Call US Med now to learn more.
800-471-7065. 800-471-7065. 800-471-7065. That's 800-471-7065.
Attention timeshare owners. Tired of the financial stress? Were you misled by the salesperson? Don't or can't use your timeshare anymore? If any of these apply to you, then you may qualify for timeshare cancellation and get the relief you need now. Timeshare Defense Attorneys is the #1 affordable fixed fee legal solution in the country with an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. That's certainly better than my grades. They even offer a 100% client satisfaction guarantee. Let one of their experienced lawyers evaluate your case and explain the process. If they take you as a client, they'll work on your case until it's resolved in your favor, guaranteed. Expect great service and a close working relationship with your lawyer, keeping you informed every step of the way, protecting your rights, interests, and even your credit. It's that simple. Even a kid like me could understand it. The consultation is free. Call today.
800-875-1853. 800-875-1853. That's 800-875-1853.
Do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call. Because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at crazy low prices. They have access to great prices and discounts at over 500 different airlines. Plus 300,000 hotels and rental car companies. Their prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find the best price for you. Call SmartFares today and get ready to see the world with a fat wallet.
800-871-3291. 800-871-3291. 800-871-3291. That's 800-871-3291.
Anybody care about what I want? I do. Shut up. Get out.
Seems everything I buy these days has got a foreign name. From the kind of car I drive to my video game.
I got a nighttime camera.
We are back. Joe Messina, your host. Always a pleasure to have you with me, 855-GO-JOE. 855-732-5563. Listen, get involved, get engaged. Truly be part of the solution. Love it when she's with me. Sonja Smith joins me as my co-host tonight. Always appreciate her time with me on Fridays. And I really do appreciate the time that you're with me, Sonja. Really.
I'm glad because I don't know if I supply much hope anymore. So how long to the election? Because I don't know if I can hold out.
I know it's 40 some.
Is it more than a month? Less than a month?
It's more than a month, you know. But I think we can hang in there. I think we keep poking away at it. I have a lot of, you know me. I have a lot of fun with it anyhow. Irritates the crud out of me sometimes, but I have a lot of fun with it. You know,
you're making a living. The rest of us are like, what do we do? This is very scary. I'm on one hand, I'm really glad that there's not much time left. That this is going to happen one way or another in the next month and a half. Well, you know, the left will drag the election on to God knows how long. But generally speaking, we're gonna know if they're gonna try to put him in jail again. I hear there's a new Jack Smith thing coming up. And,
they're not going to give up. You know, it's the only way they have. One of the only ways. Look. They grabbed an Iranian terrorist, young kid. They feel that they had Iranian ties, that actually had ground-to-air missiles, okay, to take down Trump's plane.
Oh my gosh!
And we've been talking about this for a long time, saying they only have one thing left. They only have one thing they can do left, and that is take him out. So and they're willing to do it. They are so afraid of him because of what he did the first time.
Oh, and now he's got plenty of reasons. You know, I think he was such a nice guy because we wanted to see him take some people down the last time. And he decided, you know what? He decided, I'm going to run this country and get this country on track. I'm not going to get into my vengeance. However, this time,
yeah, he needs
got
to
no
show.
reason. He
Exactly.
got no reason not to throw these sons of guns in jail. Because what they've done is treasonous. It's against the American people. It's communism. It's wrong. They lied.
Yep.
They all gonna look like Eric Adams in a minute. This is, if this plays out well, this is gonna be beautiful. However, I can see why they were afraid because they're going down. They're gonna get got, and they have every reason to. And that's how I remember feeling like that in Hollywood. And I told one of the guys one time who was always. I said, "You're always poking the bear." He said, I told him the only reason you're getting away with this is because we're as nice as we are. But one day, you're going to back us up against the wall, and it's going to be on. And
See,
I remember
to
this day, to this day, the look on his face was like a rebel. It was like, whoa, we do that. And I think that's where the left is. They know they have gone too far, and we all see it.
When James Carville ain't on your side anymore, this is a problem. But these guys, it's like squeezing Jell-O for them, right, in their hand. They're trying to hold on to it while trying to squeeze it. And you go and look, this is going to break. I've been saying this for a long time.
You hope so.
At some point in time, well, look at the whistleblowers coming forward. You never see this happen before, and now you've seen it happen. So, the whistleblowers are coming forward. I think this is great. And I think more of it should happen. So, hey, big controversy, if you would, in the entertainment world with Janet Jackson. Do you hear about this?
I love this story.
So apparently, she said Kamala Harris is not black. Period. End of discussion. And they came down all over her.
No.
Go ahead. All right. Fix me.
She didn't say that. She said, I heard. And so now, wait a minute. Now, in this country, in America, you're in trouble for saying what you heard? That's really, really crazy. Is that they're going to condemn you. She says, look, and she's not backing down because she said, this is what I heard. And she says, I don't know. I haven't been watching the news, but I heard her daddy white.
Yep. Yeah, I'm looking at it. You're right. This is exactly what she said. Go ahead.
Yeah. End of story. If you can't say in this country, in America, hey, I heard this and I heard that without being canceled, we got a problem. I mean, we know we got a problem. But she didn't say anything wrong. She didn't say anything declarative. The fact of the matter is Trump never said anything declarative. Trump said, listen, I heard up until recently that she was Asian. She was Indian. She the one changed it. He didn't declare her black, Asian, Indian, nothing. He just said, I'm trying to keep up.
That's what he said. It's great how he does that too. I don't know. She wasn't black. She was white. She was this. She was that. And now she's black. I don't know what to say.
Wonderful, right? And I don't care. It's just that all this time, and you knew he was doing this because he was pointing out her tendency to say anything that she needs in the situation. Just how inauthentic this woman is. That's what and he'll take the bullets. That's what's cool about him. He'll take the bullets. But you know what? They've been firing way too many, and they're running scared. And I think I don't even like to say it, but their only recourse is to totally get rid of this man. And I can't imagine what would happen to the country. I think I said this on your show last week, maybe not, but you know, when it happened, when the assassinations happened with the Kennedys and the Martin Luther King, it was a bit. I was a kid, but it was still a bit of a surprise. It came boom, boom, boom out of nowhere. We didn't realize that even America had their hands in anything that dirty. And now our eyes are a little bit open to how far our own government will go. And now we're watching people trying to destroy Trump in the worst way possible, almost in slow motion. It's almost like we know it's inevitable. I don't want to say inevitable. I don't like that word. But it's we know that people are really trying to do this. We didn't have that before with the Kennedys and the Kings. And we certainly didn't think that it was coming from our own government. And now we just feel so helpless, and we're watching it. And there's no other way for this to go. And I don't know that we're going to know what to do if something really bad happens. And we almost witnessed something really bad happening.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine that day, the first assassination attempt? We would have seen that in real time on national television.
Yep, and that's what they wanted. They wanted to scare the crud out of people. We'll be back in a minute. Don't go far. A lot more coming up on the Joe Messina Show with Sonja Schmidt is my co-host. We'll be back in a minute. An American flag that was made everywhere else but America? Joe Messina here, host of the Joe Messina Show. I'm always asking you to buy items made in America whenever you can, and I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I own and fly an American flag made by Grace Alley, and I love it. I can hardly walk by it without saluting. Let's keep the unemployment rate low and buy American. Grace Alley flags are made right here in America by American workers. These embroidered flags are made well, and you'll be proud to fly them. Stop sending your money overseas. Keep it right here in America. These flags are fully endorsed by the U.S. government for all American flag requirements. You can find them on Amazon, eBay, and at GraceAlley.com. Get one for the house, the office, well, and your bedroom. Why not? Again, you can find them at Amazon, eBay, and GraceAlley.com. God bless you, and God bless America.
J&M Enterprises is a full-service screen printing company. They print on shirts, pants, hats, cups, frisbees, sports bags, sweatshirts, tote bags, and most any other promotional items. J&M has been family-owned and operated for over 25 years. J&M takes pride in providing high-quality products and services because we care. Our state-of-the-art equipment enables us to print high volume with superior quality on any job. We print on clothing lines for schools, businesses, sports teams, and bands nationwide. Our team is committed to total customer satisfaction and the quality you should expect from a professional screen printing company. J&M, family owned and operated. Give us a call. We guarantee a great product and a great price. 800-462-0002. For a price quote, 800-468-0002. Or go to the web at www.jnm.cc.
Do the letters IRS give you anxiety? I'm Dan Pilla. I've defended people from the IRS for more than 40 years. My book, How to Get Tax Amnesty, created the tax resolution industry and is responsible for helping hundreds of thousands of people. It can help you too. If you're a non-filer or facing IRS enforcement right now, your case is unique. You need real help, not cookie-cutter advice. My clients get my personal attention. Buy my book at danpilla.com and get a free consultation directly with me. That's danpilla.com. Let's start solving your tax problem right now.
Are you or someone you love struggling with an addiction to drugs or alcohol and want to be set free from the chains of addiction? Then call Addiction Helpline America right now to get the help you need. From drug and alcohol addiction to dual diagnosis treatment, We provide a confidential helpline to help people like you get sober and live happy, substance-free lives.
Treatment helped me get my life back. I was so addicted. The only person I could focus on was myself and what I needed. I hit rock bottom and lost everything. Through treatment, I was able to overcome those demons and focus on my family again.
I used until I overdosed and almost died. That was the end of the road for me. After seeking treatment, I now have hope. I learned skills that help me deal with life on life's terms.
800-932-1745. 800-932-1745. 800-932-1745. That's 800-932-1745.
Do the letters IRS give you anxiety? I'm Dan Pilla. I've defended people from the IRS for more than 40 years. My book, How to Get Tax Amnesty, created the tax resolution industry and is responsible for helping hundreds of thousands of people. It can help you too. If you're a non-filer or facing IRS enforcement right now, your case is unique. You need real help, not cookie-cutter advice. My clients get my personal attention. Buy my book at danpilla.com and get a free consultation directly with me. That's danpilla.com. Let's start solving your tax problem right now.
Last night never happened, and I'm going to marry him, and you and I are going to take this to our coffin.
I can't do that.
Why not?
I'm in love with you.
Snap out of it!
We are back. Joe Messina, your host. Always a pleasure to have you with me. 855-GO-JOE, 855-732-5563. Get involved, get engaged, be part of the solution. Okay? I mean, seriously, make sure that you've got some of your facts straight and then go after them. I don't mean be aggressive. I just mean when they sit there telling you things like I talked about earlier in the show, I had a family member start telling me about the insurrection and what took place and this, that, and the other thing. I'm like, no, none of that is true. I'll sit and wait. Go ahead. Go Google it and tell me how many police officers died that day because of something that happened to them that day. Right? Where somebody actually, the only person that died that day was a woman that was shot for no reason. So help out there. Sonja Smith joins me. She does every week. I would appreciate her time with me. I love it when she's with us. And
yeah, but I tell you,
but
if you're talking to somebody in the left, they're going to go, well, the police officers were thinking about dying on that day.
Well, they had one die of a stroke. Now, you could say, okay, the pressure of the day, but he died a couple days later, right?
But it was a delayed stroke. You have to understand, Joe. This was an insurrection.
Because
I'm so sick of these people. I so enjoy Trump, and I was telling that story earlier how I wasn't a never Trumper, but I honestly
you weren't a Trumper, really. It just kind of.
I just thought nobody has ever seen anybody like that run for president.
No.
Come on, he was making faces. He was calling people stupid juvenile names that we would actually call people. I was like, there's no way this guy can be president. And then our friend Joe Dan said to me, you ain't picking an eHarmony, Dave. He's picking the president. He's a businessman.
It's that country. It's that country wisdom. Come on. You can't fight it, right? So
I thought, okay. And then he made me laugh. And now he's proven himself to be a wonderful president, and he still makes me laugh. So, what the heck?
So, this one will get you a little bit nuts too. So Biden signed an executive order today focusing on helping schools to improve active shooter drills by maximizing effectiveness and limiting trauma to students. No guidance, just basically saying it's too traumatic for kids to go through active shooter drills. Right. It's much better they should learn about it as bullets are flying over their head. Got it. All right. Makes all the sense in the world. So under the order, the Biden administration will research how active shooter drills impact students. Oh. How about we do this, right? How about we talk to law enforcement officials and see if there's a way to shore them up so they work better, maybe a little less traumatic. But they need to know that if something goes sideways, if something goes wrong, you have to be ready.
That's going to make
and
them
you
feel
can't
more
look.
secure.
When you learn how to fly, okay, I got my helicopter pilot's license. Some of you heard me talk about that before. When you're flying along, they don't say, well, Messina, so if the engine were to die right now, what would you do? And tell me how you would handle the situation. Let me tell you what my instructor used to do. He'd reach up and shut down the engine. You're flying along, and you're like, whoa, what? Hold on. It says, what are you going to do? You're going to kill us? You're going to fly. What are you going to do? I'm not joking you. They would do things to simulate disasters, and that way you learned, and it's true, it's like other stuff, you learn all of a sudden, you go, oh, that's not so bad. If I just keep my cool and I work it through, I can survive.
Joe, I have so many different angles on this one. One is that you remember when we were kids and we had the drop in cover.
Out of the
You
desk
get under
for
the
atomic
desk.
bomb.
You get under the atomic
Apparently,
bomb.
like the virus, the radiation couldn't go down below desk level or something.
Right.
I don't know.
And if you have a brain bigger than a pea, you realize that your hands over your neck under a desk is you're not gonna survive. Luckily, in our day, we didn't have a lot of I almost said motion pictures, like I'm living in the old school day. But we didn't have a lot of visualization of what that atomic bomb would look like, what it would do to us. That wasn't easy access to us the way that kids are. They're seeing, not only are they seeing it on the news, but they're seeing it in movies. They're seeing what an active shooter actually looks like or is like.
Mm-hmm.
These kids have much more fear than we have to deal. I know you like to think, oh, these kids today, they're mamby-pamby. No, I disagree. I think they have a lot more trauma to deal with, and perceived drama, and imagined drama, and visualized trauma than we have ever had to deal with. So, and I have that problem myself. My grandson just went through an active shooter drill last week, and they did really well, so they rewarded him. But my grandson was also involved in a lockdown because of an active shooter a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And sadly, this is something, thank you, we have seen this. I'm not saying it's a causation, but we have seen this since prayer was taken out of schools. So the left kind of futzes with stuff, and then you get what you get, and now we have active shooters, which means, yeah, they do have to be prepared, which stinks. I hate it that my grandchildren have to have those drills.
But you have the same situation going on in Florida and Arkansas and those states that have, not hurricanes.
Exactly.
Hurricanes, tornadoes.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So it's what we have to deal with. But what they aren't, but one thing that really bothers me, even the hurricanes, and about these shooter things, is it's politicized. It's like you just said, why don't we talk about how to shore up these schools for their safety?
Right.
It's like if I go to Disneyland as opposed to some little crappy
be nice
one
now.
of those those amusement parks that are in the parking lot, and you got the carny guys that are half drunk and they're operating the rides. I don't feel quite as safe at those that I do at Disney, where I know everything is top notch. These kids would feel a lot safer, I think, if we could have the conversation about, like you said, what do the cops say we can do to make this feel better? We have retired veterans who can help. I would feel more comfortable if I knew that somebody was in the school that would protect them, not just locked doors or doors that are supposed to be locked when they're not. But this is the age we're living in. So is it traumatic for them? Yes, I would think so. But is it something they need to do? Yes, because this is the sign that these are the days that we live in, and we didn't live in them before. So
look,
what happened?
But take it to the nth degree here, okay? Because it's an argument I have with a few people on the far left. we have what's called service resource offices at our schools. They're officers that are in uniform, and yes, they have guns on campus, and they're there to protect the kids. The argument is that there's a certain group of kids or certain kids that are afraid. The cops are oppressive in their communities. They're this, they're that, the other thing. So we need to get the cops out of there, or we need to get them out of uniform, or we need to get them out of guns. And I'm going, wait a minute, listen to what you're saying here. You're taking a moment that you could have a learning, situation, showing them that not all cops are bad, showing them that the majority of cops are there to help you and protect you. And when you see these police officers on campus, it's not what they say it is.
Well, one thing is, and I think that they would get a lot of pushback on this, but if they really believe that there was a certain segment of people who were afraid of the cops before they ever brought them in uniform, as they could have meet and greets, they could do things with there's all kinds of ways that you could do things to fix things.
Yeah.
I would say bring the cops in as a member, get to show them, like you said, show them that they're not bad guys, and then have some that are in uniform, have some that are not. So, I mean, I can just come off the cuff with something like this. So the problem is that they don't want the problem to be solved.
No, they need it. Do you agree?
They need the problem, and they need, oh God, I'm not even going to say this. I will say that this is how softly I will put this. The left does not like children. So I don't think their priority is just to keep these children safe. I don't think that that's their priority in one way or another. I've seen, and from writing my book about global warming and how they want the human population to decrease.
All right,
I don't
ladies.
believe for a moment. You can call me a conspiratorial nut if you want. I don't care.
We got to go for a break. Joe Bassini, your host. Don't go far. A lot more coming up with Sonja after the break.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that is MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save many families up to $500 a month, and that is huge. But it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. MediShare works, too. It's been around for 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. So see what you can save. This is a very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. Call 833-34-BIBLE. That's 833-34-BIBLE. 833-34-BIBLE.
President Biden recently released a massive $6 trillion budget, the largest budget in U.S. history. And guess who pays the bill? That's right, you, the American taxpayer. American citizens and business owners will be paying more taxes. That's a fact. And if you owe back taxes, they will be coming after you to collect payments. In fact, President Biden also hired thousands more IRS agents to go after you. If you got a letter from the IRS and you know you owe back taxes or you haven't filed in years, don't put your head in the sand. Call us today. We've saved our customers millions of tax dollars. One quick, free phone call will show you how we can reduce your past tax bill and save you thousands. Guaranteed, or you pay nothing. Call now.
800-511-6046. 800-511-6046. 800-511-6046. That's 800-511-6046.
Right now, you can eliminate odors, mold, mildew, bacteria, and viruses in your home with the Eden Pure Thunderstorm Air Purifier. The Eden Pure Thunderstorm uses oxy technology that naturally sends out O3 molecules that seek out and destroy odors. The Thunderstorm doesn't mask or cover up bad smells, it eliminates them, leaving that fresh, clean smell, just like after a thunderstorm. The Thunderstorm is small, plugs right into the wall, and fits in the palm of your hand. Put one in your basement, bedroom, family room, kitchen, or anywhere you want clean, fresh air. It even includes a USB cord for your car or truck. Right now, save $200 on an Eden Pure Thunderstorm 3-pack for whole home protection. That's 3 units for under $200, a fraction of the cost compared to other air purifiers. Go to EdenPureDeals.com and use discount code USA3 to save $200. That's EdenPureDeals.com. Use USA and the number 3. Shipping is free.
I've got a unique vacation idea for you that's right here in the United States. If you're ready for a vacation that's fun and downright affordable, listen up. It's driving distance for many of you, so no planes, no airline delays, no hassles. It's Branson, Missouri, the entertainment capital of the Midwest. Live music for everyone. Branson has 3 beautiful, enormous lakes, water attractions, live shows, great food, and tons of entertainment. It's a perfect vacation for you and your family, or if you're retired and you want to have a great time. And you can stay in Branson for as low as $99 a night. Please understand, this is not a timeshare offer. It's a real vacation for as little as $99 a night. We've got a free vacation guide we want to send you right now. All you have to do is call for complete details. Get your free Branson, Missouri guide right now by calling this number.
800-399-4215. 800-399-4215. 800-399-4215. That's 800-399-4215. Can your IRA stand up to the next financial crisis that our top economists are saying is at our doorsteps? By allocating a percentage of your IRA into physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover, you can diversify and safeguard your holdings from turbulent markets and economic downturns by putting your IRA back on the gold standard. Find out how to safeguard your assets with a tax-free rollover with a Genesis Gold IRA, the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report. Protect your IRA today with one simple phone call and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. Call Genesis Gold Group, empowering faith-driven stewardship. 800-504-1123. 800-504-1123. 800-504-1123. That's 800-504-1123.
I can't make up my mind. I haven't got a brain. Only straw.
How can you talk if you haven't got a brain?
I don't know. But some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right.
We are back. Go with your host. Always a pleasure to have you with me. 855-REAL-JOE, 855-732-5563. Send me an email, joe@joemessina.com. Let me bring her on. Sonja Schmidt is with me. She is my co-host every Friday. I always appreciate her time with me as well. That was, did you hear that piece from The Wizard of Oz?
I did. Some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, and that's why I figured you had me on.
Stop it. Did you think at the time, I mean, kids, this is being put in kids' heads. I now realize, I wonder if the writers were actually taking a swipe politically.
And in those days, they could have, and it would have been on the right side of taking a political swipe.
Probably, yep.
Yeah, I mean, they were very conservative in Hollywood years and years and years ago, before I certainly came on.
Yep.
And why everybody hates them now. But yeah, and they did patriotic movies. And I don't know I'm sure you know this. Many of the male Hollywood stars were also military.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And who was it? I think it was John Wayne, actually, and a few others. But John Wayne was the most outspoken about the liberal nut jobs in Hollywood.
Yeah, probably so.
But he had the career that they weren't going to get on him. They were going to allow him to say and do what he's going to say.
That's what happens now. I mean, there's a select few, like a John Voight or a, there's so few and far between that can still work and be clear about who they are, but kind of still stay in the background. It's a scary place. It's a scary place in Hollywood to be open and honest.
Yeah, I would imagine. They're supposed to teach us morality, but apparently That's not going to
And
happen.
they're supposed to love black people, in particular women, but I got fired in a minute. I didn't get asked back. That's the term that they use.
Right. They no
They
longer
get
needed your
asked
services,
back.
apparently.
Right. Now they don't even put the invite. Let me have your invitation back.
Yeah.
They're very nasty.
If it was Camilla, it'd be okay. But hey, you heard Loverboy was on the run, right? Nathan Wade. Nathan
my
Wade.
boyfriend.
Fanny.
Get him before me. That's what I want to know. I'm still single, and Nathan's running around free.
Oh God! So the Congress was looking to bring him in front of their committee to testify, and when he found out a subpoena had been issued for him, all of a sudden he was unfindable. And there was a manhunt that went on across the country. They had the actual U.S. Marshals looking for this guy.
Manhunt.
Right? Yeah. Well, then they should have been looking for him, huh? I'm just saying.
Looking for her. She's more masculine than any woman I have seen in a long time.
Oh, yeah. So they jokingly refer to him as Loverboy. And the House Judiciary Committee, which is investigating the Georgia DA, Fanny. I mean, her name is Fanny. Can we just call her who she is?
Hey, call the sister what she want to be called. It could be Booney, Illuminate.
She needs Wade to testify. Well, they need Wade to testify at a hearing on their affair, but no one could find the guy. They found him today, actually. They've been trying to serve him.
Did they check her bedroom?
Oh, okay. No,
I'm just saying, if you're going to look for a person where they're likely to be.
Yeah. Probably at her house. Yeah, wait for everything to hit the fan, right?
Oh.
Well, they issued it last Friday. They couldn't find it. And anyway, bottom line is they actually found it. But I just think it's funny that he went, why if they had nothing to hide, if everything was above board, why would he hide from the marshals? I mean, any thought?
Be guilty?
Yeah.
He might be a tad guilty. And he doesn't want to lie under oath?
No, he's watching that crap come in around him and trying to figure out whether it'd be worse to go to jail or put up with her for telling the truth.
Hello? His hands on her hip.
Yep. Oh, can you imagine in the courtroom, her staring him down in the courtroom? What would you do? He'd probably pass out.
He looks like he's scared of her. I'm scared of her.
Looks like he is scared of her. Anyway.
She's scary. I'd be scared of her. But hey, getting that money, he got paid, he got some coins.
Oh, yeah.
And he would tolerate that mean woman.
You know what? For $600K, she can stick her hand on her hip and yell at me all she wants to.
All she wants. Me too. Me too. I would certainly consider it for $600K.
So Hillary Clinton's back in the news, although she's never really been out of the news.
Which one? Wait a minute now. You got Hillary. You got Billy Bob. You got...
oh, yeah. This is actually Hillary herself.
The daughter. Okay.
Yeah.
Another.
Yeah. Anyhow. So she's doubled down on her infamous basket of deplorables from 8 years ago.
Oh, wow.
In the Washington Post op-ed published on Wednesday.
Learn nothing.
Well, it was adapted from her latest book, Something Lost, Something Gained, Reflections on Life, Love, and Liberty by Hillary Clinton.
Love? Well, stop.
I'm sorry. Hillary said that even though the term was a political mistake, the description, frankly, doesn't go far enough. She says this in her book, Against Trump Supporters. She said, I famously described half of Trump supporters as a basket of deplorables. I was talking about the people who are drawn to his racism, sexism, homophobia, xenophobia, Islamophobia.
She was making a differentiation.
But just amazing. Look at all those things they call him, right? And I'm sorry, her husband wasn't a sexist? I'm just asking.
So do you think...
I don't.
This
I get
is
in
a
trouble when I do.
psychological...
Yeah.
How could she even write that? Is she that unaware? They're so self-unaware she can't look at herself and go, well, at least she did admit that was a political mistake. But can she not say, you know what, I really didn't mean to call half the country deplorable. That was a messed up thing I did.
Oh no, you know she's not gonna take that like that. Not gonna happen, right?
You know,
She also called them irredeemable. You know, some of the folks, they are irredeemable. She goes on to say.
But we're dealing with the most irredeemable, deplorable, satanic, demonic. I could go on down the line. You ain't got that kind of time. We're dealing with that, and we don't come out and say this is not what we say on the campaign trail. Because it really is like 50%. I shudder to think it's 50% of the people, but they got issues. They need help.
Yep.
That's what Trump needs to. You know what Trump needs to do? Go on produce a platform that says you can get these people mental help.
Yep. I agree.
Yep.
I've got nothing. I can't even fight you on any of this stuff. I mean, when you look at the way they talk and what they say about why? Because we don't line up with what you think? Because we don't believe in killing babies in the womb? Why? Because we don't believe you should take all the money from people and dictate to them what job they can have and where they can live and how they can live and who they can live with. I mean, seriously, this was never meant to be this way. It was never meant to be the amount of tax money that's taken off of every dollar we have. Our founding fathers would be having a fit right now.
Absolutely. What are we going to do?
We just keep fighting. I don't care what people think. We can't win. We can't. Well, we won't. First of all, if you keep saying we can't win, we won't even try. I mean, that's just how your psyche works. It's all for naught. It won't work. They'll steal it again. No. Make it very uncomfortable, somewhat impossible. Look, these people are willing to go to jail for what they believe. Are you?
We're not even willing to go out and place a vote.
Yeah, I agree with you. So, we need people to go out there. You need to, watch over the ballot box drops. You need to watch what's happening. You need to report anything suspicious. Well, they won't come out. Well, it's not your job to make sure they come out. Report it.
Be a poll watcher. Doggone it.
Yep. So anyhow, it is daunting. It is irritating because you feel like you don't get anywhere, but you will.
I agree. And at least you tried.
That's the other thing.
If you complain and sit around and talk about it and then be mad about the country being communist, did you vote? Oh, no, I didn't.
Vote. Yeah, vote.
You know what? I can't even say it on the air.
No, you can't. You probably couldn't even say it if we were just podcasted. Anyway, no, it's time we stop this. People need to stop complaining. They need to step up. They need to decide they're willing to fight back. They're willing to push back.